I mean, at the age I was when I first came in, I was 4 years old or so, and I mean, I couldn't really think anything because I mean, there was kind of nothing to think about if I didn't actually know what was going on, and I didn't actually know what was going on until I was about 10, 11 years old. I have my dad to advocate for me.
Troy is actually my second son. My first son is biologically my nephew. I raised him from the age of 8, and Tyler, my oldest, is now in college. I did it once, and I gained some interest in the foster care system, and through the Child Heart Gallery I found Troy. Troy was actually placed with my agency, so I was able to meet him ahead of time, and we got to know each other, and we transitioned him into a foster to adopt placement. He transitioned very well with me, and last November I was able to adopt him, so he is my son 100%. Would recommend it to anyone. Don't be afraid of just trying. Any kid needs it, and I got a pretty amazing kid out of the deal. He's surprises me every day with what he's capable of, and given his background and everything he's been through, he's so resilient. I don't know if I could do it.
Going in and out of foster homes was a regular thing for me, so the things that I didn't want to, I wasn't going to use, I had already packed up and was ready to go. And now that I realize that I don't really have to do that anymore, it puts very less pressure on me, and I think that overall that just makes a big difference to me, because feeling like I always have to move is no longer a thing anymore. It's the biggest thing here is my dad. My first Christmas was pretty nice. Yeah, I got a lot of presents, but yeah, I mean overall it wasn't even really the gifts that I was happy about. It was being there with a family that made me the most of all happy.
And being a single dad, I was a little nervous going into this, but I got a great kid out of this, and the labels and stereotypes that foster kids get are uncalled for most of the time. He's a normal, amazing 14-year-old kid, and I couldn't be happier. All he really needed was the love and care of a family he knows loves him and is going to keep him forever. And everything just melted away at that point. And now it's father and son, and couldn't be happier.
The hardest thing I think I ever experienced with getting adopted was not knowing what having what love really meant as a home mentality, having a parent there. I didn't really know what kind of love that was. I think what I'm probably going to do is be a private child psychologist. I think that would be a big impact and make a big difference, because most foster kids feel like they're just by themselves in one foster home after another, but I mean, it makes a bigger impact along the way, even if you are moved into a group home. I mean, group homes are horrible. They're horrible places for kids to be. A 10-bedroom home where there's 3 kids sleeping in one room, I think that's not something that's meant for any kid to go through. Some kids don't even have a bed, and some people that work in the foster care system don't realize it. Parents out there, you don't need to have a wife, or you don't need to have a boyfriend in order to have a full family. I mean, my single dad just proves that right away.
You don't have to be, I guess, the stereotypical family. Doesn't have to be mom and dad, single mom, single dad, straight, gay, doesn't matter. If you can make a difference in a child's life, I recommend you do it. It shouldn't be simply left up to the DCS system. If you're able and willing, I recommend it. It can be a rocky road, but you know what? In the end, it's worth it, and I have the most amazing son.